Hey, Cassis Adobe's Pastor John with a quick take. So, have you ever been part of a group and you just sort of fell away for whatever reason? It sort of was like you fell out a window. Well, that happens to a lot of people. And today's story comes from the book of Acts, and it's the story of a young man named Eutychus, and he's sitting in a window listening to Paul, because Paul's in town, preaching, and there's a big gathering there, and Paul's talking and preaching. Everyone's sitting and eating, and Eutychus is in his window, and Paul preaches for so long that Eutychus falls asleep and plop goes out the window. And when they find him, he's fallen 3 stories, and everyone thinks he's dead. But Paul gets him in his arms, embraces him, and said, "You know what? There's life in him." They bring him back upstairs, and he's come back to life, and he's part of the group. And then Paul preaches until dawn. So he could preach a long time. So, anyway, that story reminds me of how in many churches, in many groups, especially after the pandemic, so many people just sort of disappeared. They left the groups. And how many people noticed? The wonderful thing in the story of Eutychus is that he falls out the window, but people notice that he's gone. And then they go and see. And then Paul takes the time to see he's not dead. He still has life in him and embraces him, brings him back up. So, has this ever happened to you? Have you ever felt like you've just fallen out the window? Has anyone noticed? Um, have you ever been in a group where someone just sort of falls away? What did you do? What did your group do? Did anyone notice? This is an important story. Nobody ever hears this. So, Eutychus is one of my favorite people in the Bible, and the young man who fell asleep in church has lots to teach us, and I think he's a hero of the Bible. So, with that, I want you to be well, be safe, be a blessing, and stay away from windows. That's it. Peace.